Welcome to the Intentionally Random broadcast, where the topics are intentionally random and randomly intentional. This new year has already begun, and we're more than halfway through the first month when a moment of pause is necessary. Today, we pause to discuss forgiving again. We take a moment to have an introspective glance at what we think about misfortune, misalignment, misinformation, and mismanagement. We pause to consider what we believe about transgression and trespass and how we process forgiveness with the new year already in motion. Come with us as we highlight the inconsistencies of our thoughts, hypocrisy of our stances, and be courageous enough to say ouch and look for a remedy where we are maligned. Join us
At Anthony's Too Real.
and yours truly at Tina Mo for Show as we approach this subject of forgiveness honestly and make our best effort at an attempt to call ourselves out of self-righteousness and judgmental spaces. So, if you will, lend us your ears, your hearts, and a little bit of your undivided attention as we take on the tumultuous task of forgiving again. Let's step into the real. How you doing, Anthony's? What's going on?
Breathing, blinking, and blessed. Ready to talk about it.
I know, right? This is one of those things where I'm like, okay, we finna go ahead in with this topic right here. I don't know. The folks might have to buckle up their seatbelts today, cause I think we're gonna touch a few nerves today. Just maybe, just a little bit, just a little taste. We might just touch a couple of nerves today. Um,
Agreed.
but before we go into anything, I want to make sure that I acknowledge the chat. I have been told that I don't be reading all the chat messages, and I'm like, I be seeing them. It's just that I don't always put everything up because we have a limited schedule, and I try to squeeze in as much as possible for an hour. But because I caught me some roastments about my chatments, I thought I'd stop for a moment and recognize the first person that came in to the intentionally random space. Yeah, one of these days this year, I'm sure I'm going to get the name of this channel right. Brit Family Fun, who I affectionately call Lady Yo. So glad that you're coming in, hanging out with us. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Chapmans. Lala, we see you. Appreciate you for coming in with us, hanging out. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Chapmans, the Boss Way. So glad that you're here with us, hanging with us this evening. Um, Greetings and salutations, and welcome to the Chapmans. KC the One, so glad to see you, sir. Greetings and salutations, and welcome to these here Chapmans. Um, Let me see if we got anybody else. Oh, I see you here, JD. So glad that you're here with us, hanging out. Greetings and salutations, and welcome to the Chapmans. I also see Miss Dee Dee, motivated to soar. So glad that you're here hanging out with us tonight. Anytime I see you, you're always a blessing. It's always a blessing to see you in the Chapmans. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Chapmans. Precious, so glad to see you hanging with us in space tonight. I'm gonna get my words together. Y'all gonna have to just bear with me. I had me a little chicken And my soul is happy about that piece of chicken that I had earlier today because normally I wait until after I have done the show before I start eating. But today I'm like, I think I need me a bite or two of the
Mhm.
cluck. And so I got me some today. But greetings and salutations, precious. Welcome to the Chapman's. Andrew, sir, I got to get you my I got to get you my contact information. As a matter of fact, if uh, I'm going to put it in the chat, and if you would be so kind, let me know that you got it so I can erase it because I don't want everybody and a mama looking for these particular this information that I'm sending you. But you will see it, and hopefully I'll hear from you in the near future. But until then, greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Chapmans. Oh, BOK is in the house. So glad to see you as well. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Chapmans. I was talking about you just a minute ago, but hey, I ain't gonna put you on blast or nothing. Yes, I've been eating chicken. I don't care. Me and chicken got a love affair, and we ain't breaking up no time soon. Hello. Um, but that's everybody that's in the space as of yet in the moment. But we're so glad that you're hanging out with us today. Those of you all who know, um, whenever we're about to talk about something deep, I always try my best to brace myself because we don't know what you say. Don't be saying nothing crazy about me.
All good then.
And hilarious. Oh, hold on one second, because I got to make sure that I do this um, right now. Hold on, if you all would bear with me just a second. Um, oh, I have had to remember what my own information is.
Hey y'all, Tina is locating something. Elbow, hey girl. Welcome to the Chapmans. Y'all, I don't say it like Tina. They like, ooh, Anthony's is on. Y'all, Tina be so smooth. Welcome to the Chapmans. Ebony Elbow, welcome to the Chapmans.
Yes, Ebony Elbow. Greetings and salutations. So glad that you came to hang with us in the space. Uh, Glad that you decided to hang out with us today, this evening. And so, greetings and salutations, as I love to say, and welcome to the Chapmans. I make sure that I try to welcome everyone as much as I can. And no, we do not sound alike. Um, Real may sound a little more sophisticated to me sometimes, because I got that
You
thugaboo
know.
that's down on the inside, that just pops out every now and then. So, you have to pardon my thugaboo when it pops out sometimes. But so glad. Okay. Da, 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 da.
Hey
Mhm.
Andrew. Hey Precious. Hey everybody that's there. Hey to me in the chat, miss. Y'all, I'll be wanting to cut Tina off when she be greeting y'all. So that's why I just chill back. But I be seeing y'all. Hey y'all. I'm so excited to be here with y'all today.
Yes, it's a brand new year. We only
Yeah.
halfway in. You all get a chance to see us make our quarter mark as the 25th episode of the Intentionally Random broadcast. Clap it up. Put some clapping emojis, put some bell emojis in the chats. Let us know that you could congratulate with us because we own
Yes.
our way to 100. But so far, we got 25 down and got 75 to go. But as of yet, we're just so
Tina,
glad. Huh?
I didn't mean to cut you off, but Andrew said delete it.
Hmm.
He said you can
Yeah.
delete it now. You seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad. I just
Hmm.
wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I think
You know the
I thought I
internet,
had, unless it's still in there. It might
the
be still in
troll
there.
move, they be 10 steps ahead of us. So my bad. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I had when he said he got it, I erased it from the whatchamacallit.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because I don't see my comment no more, so I don't think it's here no more. Well, let me see. Oh, there it is, right there. Let us remove that just in case, SpongeBob SquarePants want to come through here with that good buttery bull, and I have to go on and put the people's elbow on them. I mean, I'm sorry, that's not what I mean to say. I'm just so glad that we're talking about forgiveness today, because I may have to, you know, forgive SpongeBob SquarePants that come through here and try to do the tomfoolery with me. But I see you,
You ready
Crystal.
today?
Yeah, I am ready. I mean, come on. I'm just gonna go on and keep it a thou wow. I be ready sometimes. I be more ready than people know I because I talk slow, but I move fast. Hello.
Oh,
Out the pit, I see you. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Chapmans. Crystal, I also see you as well. Thank you for coming into the space. Greetings and salutations, and welcome to the Chapmans. So glad that you decided to hang with us tonight. And y'all haven't heard me say this in a while. At least it feel like it's been a long time anyway. But my favorite YouTube pastor has entered into the space, and I always like to roll out the red carpet. You may see more of her comments that you see anybody else's, and don't be a hater because you ain't my pastor. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Hello, come on, ring the bell. That's what I'm talking about. One time for the one time. Come do it one more
bells
time. You know
and
what I'm saying?
fans.
That's what I'm trying to say. Hey, but just Danielle 365, of course, as we know, is just Danielle. Danielle, we're so glad that you decided to hang with us tonight into this space. And yes, we are most certainly going to be talking about forgiveness. Sackcloth Queen, so glad to see you. I'm about to ask you how you doing, and I ain't asked nobody else, but greetings and salutations. And welcome to the chat. We're so glad you decided to hang out with us in this particular space tonight. Um, I know that's right. Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Okay, Peter. I mean, hey, I got that Peter in me. Hey, Paul. Wait, Apostle Peter. I carry his spirit sometimes because I'm like, oh, that was a whole lot of Pauls right there. But
No.
wait, BOK said I thought I was Tina's pastor. She moonlighting out here. That is hilarious.
Whoa.
I don't know what to do with the people. Oh, but this is one of those days where I'm like, okay, we are in one of those spaces where we have to take a moment to really just start checking ourselves. I don't want to go into uh I see you, Andrew. I don't want to I don't want to get past too far into this year without taking a moment to consider um um wait, hold on, what happened? Um Well, anyway, I don't want to go too far into the year without being able to consider some of my own ways. So I don't find myself being hypocritical or being hypercritical as it pertains to other people. Micah, I see you as well. So glad that you decided to hang out with us tonight. Greetings and salutations, and welcome to the Chapmans. Um, but yes, it was yes, Miss Dee Dee. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Yeah, because it's bad for your health. Um,
Mm,
I do realize that a lot of times we can have ideas about other people, but not considering the fact that we sometimes carry some of those same behaviors, have some of those same actions. It just and we have a tendency to excuse our own behavior while looking at others saying what someone else shouldn't have done or should have done. While when we were in that space, we did the same thing, if not worse. And want
mm,
everyone else to have grace and mercy as it pertains to us, or at least, at the very least, to be able to understand where we're coming from while we over there, trying to hold somebody else's feet to the fire. That's a couple of things that made me think about that as it pertains to having the mindset of what somebody does not need to do as it pertains to us, what
mm,
someone has done to us, or what someone has in what way people have hurt us.
mm.
Um, individually. And because now, even with me, when me just with the description of the of that spirit of Peter, they want to chop off an ear,
Mm-hmm.
and then some, Um, I do know that there are some times where I want to get up with the next person, but I'm not considering the fact that somebody wanted to get up with me.
Mm.
And I don't want my ears chopped off. Hello. Um, but let me pause for the cause. All things with Mia J. I said the with this time because normally I say all things Mia J and can't find your channel no way because I left out the with. Mia J, we're so glad that you came into the space. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the chat, man. So glad that you decided to hang out with us um, as well. But if it's one thing that I can say is I have had to check myself about me, and it's just me. I can only speak as it pertains to myself because I know some of you all are on a cloud right next to Jesus when it comes to your anger. But me, on the other hand, I have to make sure I don't have no pitchforks and no horns, you know, in my hand going on because I be mad at the people and I be ready to cut up cutting, knucking, and bucking be somewhere close to me. And so sometimes I have to really take into consideration that it's not good to be so vindictive. It's not good to always want to avenge myself. I do get the whole thing of if certain things a person can do to you, you like, okay, if I can't do nothing else, I'm gonna take you to court. In some
Mm-hmm.
circumstances, it's like I ain't trying to call the law. I'm trying to get up with you. And it's like, but still, hey, I'm just telling the truth. And so
Right.
when it comes to some things, uh, I just understand that as it pertains to um, knowing how to forgive other people, you must be able to see yourself in their shoes. And when I say that,
Wholeheartedly.
like I always try to take the approach of, okay, I'm coming into agreement with the idea that, okay, if I want to be forgiven, then I need to forgive. If I want
Mm-hmm.
God to forgive me for the things that I've done, then
Mm-hmm.
of course I want to be able to forgive someone else. I believe in that.
Yes.
However, my feelings dictate something different because I could feel like I wasn't bothering you. Therefore, when you bothered me, I have the right to do whatever I want to do to you. And that's not the right approach to have. And that includes, because not everything is about, putting somebody 6 feet under or nothing like that. But
Mm-hmm.
BOK said, how peaceful and full of growth and learning would the world be if we all had the level of self awareness and desire to learn that Tina is demonstrating. I keep coming back for the honesty.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Thank you. Wasn't expecting that. Didn't know you were going to say that, but I just kept on. I'm just glad you didn't say nothing crazy because I put it up there before proofreading. Thank you, because I did that last time. I was like, I'm proofreading from now on. Danielle said, "Hey, y'all just had to bear with me. You are definitely telling the truth. Even the long suffering have a point in which we will pop off and feel totally justified. Absolutely. Um, and so that's one of those things that I think about. Have you ever had a struggle as it pertains to forgiveness or forgiving another person?
Tina, you will
To
be for real right now.
hey, let the people know. You know what I'm saying? We
You
just,
talking about let the people know.
you
I'm
know,
like, y'all, Tina, please cut the cap. Y'all, Tina know, first of all, she made mention to we are halfway through January.
hmm
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like I have been struggling with like this whole battle of forgiveness. You guys know, like episodes back, we have covered forgiveness. But in recent chatting with my good friend, and Tina Mo for sure, she truly helped me realize like forgiveness is just not like a one time thing. And so, yes, y'all, I struggle with that. I have struggled with that. And right before the year was over, I was battling with like this whole forgiveness thing, right? I had been like talking to the Lord, and He really helped me get to this place with like one particular person. And I had gotten to that place, and then boom, y'all, we about to go into a new year. Y'all know we was ending real good. And that particular situation, it came back around. But the thing about it was, I was waiting to be
Mm-hmm.
forgiven. You guys thought I was waiting to forgive someone, right? No, I
Mm-hmm.
was waiting because, like Tina said, like we be wanting people
Mm-hmm.
to forgive us, like
Mm-hmm.
how we think we forgive them. And I have forgiven people, and I realized before when I forgave people, y'all, I forgave them like it wasn't real forgiveness because it was with like the wrong intention and stuff. And so now I'm at this place where, okay, when I forgive, I do know it's for me. It's not for the other person. And it's like, it's in regards to me and my relationship with the Lord. Well, I can honestly say I think that person should have been forgave me. But long story short, they came back and was like, oh, I forgive you, blah, blah, blah. But my thing is, I was thinking it was supposed to be sooner because when I felt wrong by that same person, I forgave sooner, if y'all get what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying. But that's the lesson that I'm learning. I do struggle with it. I still struggle with it. Yes, I said episodes ago that I was gonna do better, and I am collectively working to do better. But it's like a constant battle. Like forgiveness is hard. Like it's hard. And it's
Mm-hmm.
not a one-time thing. I'm learning. Thank you, Tina.
Now that's something else that you and I touched on once before. Before I go into that though, JGPJR. Um, Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the chapter. So glad that you decided to hang out with us. Hope you come in peace. That's first and foremost. Don't remember seeing you before, but I'm still glad that you're here. It could just be that you changed your profile picture, but I don't know. What I can tell you though is you got a safe space over here. If you need to say don't say the wrong thing, but you most certainly can talk about the things with it as they hit your mind over here. I think about how difficult it actually is as it pertains to um, waiting to be forgiven. Because I've had moments where I've had to understand that there are consequences to my actions, and so
Mm,
forgiveness can look very different in
mm,
the because I could be waiting on a person to say something that's going
mm-hmm,
to make me feel better or allow me into a certain space because they've forgiven me, but sometimes the consequence of them coming to the space of okay, I have forgiven you, I still have to set boundaries when it comes to you because you violated me in a spot or in a place that is no negotiable for me, and I have
mm,
to be okay with that. Shout out to be okay. In which I'm reaching what you said in just a second. Um, it's one of those things that I think about as it pertains to um yes, I want to be forgiven, but if I've done the necessary things, if um um if my brother has an alt with me, if someone has a problem with me, that ain't the time for me to be ready to throw my hands up at worship and be giving an offering. That is my time for me to go and try to reconcile with my brother.
right.
And at that point, of me trying to reconcile, I go and acknowledge where my wrong was. I go and
Mhm,
acknowledge the fact that, even if I felt right in what I was doing, it may have come across wrong. And so I have to allow that person the space to allow God to deal with them as it pertains to forgiveness when it comes to me. But at the
mm,
same time, I still have to make the effort to make sure that I'm doing all I know to do because it's not
yeah.
enough for me to be on my high horse to think, oh, okay, I'll give you some forgiveness because I'm better than that now. I didn't let it go. And then when it's time for somebody to forgive me, I'm like, what are you waiting on? I'm
Okay,
wonderful.
what we
You know what I'm
doing?
saying? Yeah, what are we doing here? Be okay said, waiting to be forgiven. Now, that took me deep. I think a lot about how to forgive, but not about whether or not I am being forgiven.
Mm,
Yes. She says to the point, Crystal, forgiving actually is much harder than avoidance.
mm,
Ooh, Yeah, yeah. Precious said, definitely, Krista, I've been getting tested lately. So forgiving right now been hard, but I'm willing to hear a person out there. Yeah.
Mm. Ouchies. Ouch.
Oh, okay, Jerry, I see you. I'm most certainly try to remember that as much as I can in my Rolodex. But if I get your name wrong, you going to get you some initials until I remember your name. But I'm so glad that you let me know so I can have some kind of reference point to your handle. Thank you. Appreciate that. Um, Forgiveness and reconciliation is not the same. Reconciliation and reconnection are also not the same. Some relationships are irreparable, irreparable. There are times where the recompense of the offense. She probably said the rest of it in a minute. Hold on, wait a minute now. Hold on,
Okay,
am I
you
wrong?
too be chopping stuff.
Girl, tell me about it. Is dissolution of the relationship. Yeah, yeah. That's the only way you're gonna be able to move forward is if you go
Cut it
separate
off.
go separate ways. May the may the Lord be between me and thee while we are yet one from another. You know, we got to part ways. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you your 50 feet. You give me my 50 feet. We're gonna have 100 feet worth of peace. We can't
I
fellowship
wish they
anymore.
could. I
Hmm.
I wish so that dude. I imagine that. I do think about that, but I'm like, can that realistically happen? Or I wish I can see it like played out because you don't really see it to where people can just like, okay, you know what? We just gonna go our separate ways. Like it always gotta be like some backdoor type. Like, okay, now we ain't cool no more. We just can't like not be, you know what I'm saying? It gotta be like
Hmm.
some sideways stuff. Like I really if it could like really be like that,
Hmm.
then maybe forgiveness and that whole like what JD365 was saying would look different. Cause you
Hmm.
can just recognize, okay, you know what? We just gonna go our separate ways and that's it.
Hmm. Hmm. I mean, and that's the best way to walk in peace anyway, is if you're not walking together at all. How could two walk
Mm,
together except to be agreed anyway? And so, if we have come to that place where there's no solution, there's no
mhm,
resolution to this issue, it's just better that sometimes great minds think alike, and in some instances they don't. And in that point, there is
mm,
division, two visions. We got to go our separate ways. Miss
mm,
Didi said, motivated to soar. No matter how seasoned you are in your faith, betrayal /
mm,
disappointments hit hard. But once I come down, I think of the cross and it brings me back to reality. Timing is key as well. It's a daily walk.
it's a
And it
daily.
is. And it is. I know that right.
Mm. She talking about
Ooh.
daily, baby. I'm saying momentarily. Do you hear
I mean,
me?
but that's the
Second.
thing about it though.
It's hard.
Maturity is daily. Think
Mm,
about it. You don't get to be go from an infant to 30 overnight.
right.
It's a walk. It's a day by day walk. Well, how many habits, how many bad attitudes, how many things have we
Mm,
taken on as it pertains to our character that needs to be walked out of? And not
mm,
necessarily just dropped. Yes, I do get the idea that some behaviors drop off because you stop the behavior, but the heart is a different set of circumstance.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? And so when it comes to that, I'm like, God got to deal with that stuff that's on the interior because, again, man looks on the outward appearance, God judges the heart. With that being the
mm,
case, though, it's one of those things of, there are things on the inside of you that ain't right, right?
mm-hmm,
And because of that, you can look like you're doing a kind gesture
mm,
when in fact you really
mm,
could be have a different motive in what you're
mm.
doing. Be
Run
okay
that
said
back one more time.
there
Cause
are
I heard it, but
times.
I wanted to make sure people, everybody understand that because,
Mhm.
like you said, only the Lord knows the heart.
But
So,
that's the thing about uh is having your heart searched. It's
mm,
asking God to search your heart. You know what I'm saying? Because there are things that linger in there. Now I
Mm,
know folks like to say the thing, "Oh, she got a good heart," Well, they just so wonderful. He got a good heart, Just look past the fact that he just took out
mm,
35 people and threw a couple of babies in the sewer. Really got a good heart, and I'm like, wait a minute, something ain't right,
the same guy.
The conversation is incongruent with these actions here. Something is coming out of that heart that ain't right. Well, with that being the case, it's the thing of like I said a minute ago, you have to ask God. I mean, and I'm not here preaching. It sounds like I am already, but I'm not here preaching the whole thing of you need to get this right and that right and all this, that, and the other. What I am saying though is that if you desire to deal with a spiritual matter, if you desire to deal with an internal matter, you got to go beyond what you see on the outside.
Mm,
It does not do me any good to slap a band-aid on my thumb if the bone is broken. The remedy don't match the harm. The
mm.
remedy does not match the malady on the inside. So if I have something that's going on within me, I can't just, like if the engine don't work in your car, washing it ain't gonna make it work better. You got to deal with what's going on the inside. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, I
Listen, when I
digress.
tell you, right now.
BOK said, am I ready for that layer of forgiveness? The part
Mm,
where the person I may have harmed gets to decide how they will handle me in the future. Will I be okay with them doing what they have to do? I mean, truth be told, my oh Jesus.
I was gonna say, if you asking me, I'm gonna say you'll live, regardless of what happened. You'll live. I done seen both sides. You'll
I
live.
mean,
I promise.
yeah, and yeah. It was like one of those things. But did it unalive you though?
Right, right. Thank you, Tina.
And
She always
yeah,
she gets me.
you, I get where you come from. But yeah, it's one of those things. Joyce Woods, hey mom, that's my mother. Yes, that is my whole biological mother in the Chapmans that's on the stage. That's called loving someone from afar.
Mm,
Sometimes it takes that. It takes the moment of being willing to say, I can't fellowship with you in this moment, in this space. I can't do this with you. But what I can say is, um, I can't do this with you, but I could do it better without you. If I'm gonna be able to maintain a certain level of love, certain level of respect, because love is just not that fuzzy feeling that you have because you think somebody is cute or they did something for you. Love is a choice and it has actions behind it. It has a spirit behind it, you know, that allows you to operate in a space that goes beyond good deeds and fluffy feelings, you know. But it's demonstrated in that which we do more so than how we feel. Because you can love somebody and not agree with them. You can love
mm,
someone and know that this is not a good thing for me to do as it pertains to you.
mm-hmm.
Um, Me and Jay said that's right. You go your way and I'll go mine. I know that's right, huh? And I'm okay with parting ways. Um,
I'm learning.
God bless you, Jerry. Nice to meet everyone in the chat. God bless you all. Oh, that's so sweet.
Thank
Susan,
you.
so glad to see you in the space. Oh Lord, I got to go back. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Chapmans. I got to get over there to you sometime soon. It's been a while since I've been over there. I've had a lot going on in my life, so pardon me for my absence, but I shall return soon. Joyce Woods, Ma, I just wanted to give you the formal welcome to the Chapmans. Greetings and salutations. I want to extend to you as well. Not often. I know that you don't comment very often, but anytime I do see you, I want to make sure that I roll out the red carpet for my mama, y'all. Hello.
Hmm.
So, yeah, but I'm glad that you're here and making your presence known because I do know that you watch. But I'm so glad that you're here and thanks for hanging out with us. Greetings and salutations, and welcome to these chatmans. Um, what else was I about to say? She waving at y'all. I mean, she might be waving at me too, but she waving. Um, yes, the heart and the head are not always in line. Janice, so glad to see you. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the chat. I'm glad that you decided to hang out with us as well. Um, did I welcome you, Yolanda? Did I say it? Yes, I said something to you earlier.
Lady O.
Yeah, Lady O.
Yes, who we
Mm-hmm.
affectionately know as Lady O. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
yo, Brit.
Mm-hmm. What you call it, the three piece? She part of the
Yeah,
three
that's
piece.
my three piece prayer pack.
Daniel said, out of the abundance of the heart is desperately wicked. Who can know it but God? Yeah.
Mm.
It's out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. That's where you get. That's where it comes from. Your heart. It's what's come. It's coming from the inside of you. Oh, I feel like I'm about to say something. A
What's
lot of
up?
times
Say
people don't
it.
understand. A lot of times people don't understand
Mm-hmm.
that. Um, Sometimes it's not necessarily about what the person did. So much is about where that came from.
Oh,
What made you do it?
I
It's
got
an
a question
inside
about
job.
that.
It's an inside job. It is so easy to feel like, um, oh, we got some
What?
scriptures that then came into the chat.
Let's
Look, the
go.
chat be trying to have church. I just want you to
Let's
know.
go.
Second Chronicles 7:14. If my people who are called by my name shall humble themselves, pray, seek my face, and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven, forgive their sins, and those who don't know, heal the land.
Mm.
Um, Miss Didi said the old folks used to say, "What does not come out in the wash will come out in the rinse. What is in you will come out of you. There is no hiding." It
Oh, I
isn't.
gotta use that.
Yes, I will heal their land. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. And so, uh, Doctor Danielle, speaking to you, ma. Hey, Miss Joyce. Um,
So wait, y'all. Tina's so funny, y'all. I promise I'm not laughing at Tina, y'all. This is like an inside thing. Tina is just so funny to me. She's so chill. This is what hey, Miss Joyce.
fantastic. I see you in the building. Appreciate you for coming out and hanging out with us tonight. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Chapmans. But yeah, the folks be like, and it's hard because what tends to happen is people see people's good things or what they consider as good and feel like, oh, they just wonderful. And I'm like, they did that because they got an ego. They did that
Mm.
because, they trying to win some affection or something. They trying to get some attention, or they're trying to use what they're doing for you as leverage somewhere down the line
Ooh.
because you got to know what's going on the inside of the person. Again, we have a tendency to look on the outside, but it's
Mm.
God that judges the heart. So a lot of times, that's where the whole thing is all good money. All money ain't good money. It comes from the place of who's giving it and where is that exchange coming from? What's in your heart that's
Mm.
causing this exchange? What's in your heart that drew you to this point of you wanted to do something for somebody? Did you actually want to? Is this out of obligation or are you trying to obligate someone by what you're doing?
Ooh. Now you better go on now. You were trying to start something tonight, honey. Trying to start something. That you know what though? I can honestly say, because I don't mind telling y'all my business. Ouch! Like I literally like at
Mm,
one point in my life, I know I used to do things like with the with the wrong like intent. So that's why when I didn't read, or like I don't want to say read, but when I didn't get like the outcome or the result that I expected, or maybe the praise or the thanks, I think I don't want to say I think I was doing it with the wrong heart, because if it
Mm-hmm.
had been like with the right intention or the right heart, then whether or
Mm-hmm.
not I got whatever, well, who's to say whether I got that? I wouldn't even be looking for that, because I was doing it for a whole nother reason, if that makes sense. So then if I
Mm-hmm.
don't get a thank you
Mm-hmm.
or recognition, then it don't matter. Or
Mm.
it shouldn't matter.
I'm gonna
If
tell my business in a minute. Go ahead. I'm listening.
what? Tell your business. What
I'm gonna
happened?
tell it. I'm gonna tell it in a second. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
Sinner, Sinner. So glad to see you. I know you said you can't stay. Hey Tina Boo, can't stay long, but we'll share and hit the replay. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you as well. Thank you for coming to spend any moments, any time, any morsel of your time in this space. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Chapmans. I want to go back to something that BOK said. I didn't know. I forgot. I was reading it and forgot what she said. I love that your mother is here. It is a great feeling to have your parent watching you. I feel the same way when my dad shows up. Truth be told, I'd be nervous. I may not sound like it right now. Matter of fact, I might sound like it to some people because I started talking fast. But other than that, oh, where did that come from? I hate when people say I didn't mean that. Yes, you did. This I ain't forgot what I'm finna say now.
No, I'm just why. Yes, you did. They be meaning it. But what made them come back and say they didn't?
Mhm. Mhm. Um. Ooh, my mama said, "Can a leopard change its spots?" My
Oh,
lord,
woo!
my goodness. But even if you did it, that does not release me from the requirement and from the command to give for to
Mm,
and the command to forgive. It is not about them; it's about me. How dare I hold on to the unforgiveness?
mm.
Now I got to tell my business. Now check this out.
Wait.
Look at be okay to about to tell your business, Tina. That's
Okay,
hilarious.
ears open.
I got to tell it. I got to tell it. This is one thing that I had taken into consideration that I can't stand as manipulators.
Mm,
I cannot stand a manipulator. I don't like it when people try to do some underhanded to talk you out of something, talk you into something. I don't like people who take their influence to use it nefariously or for their own personal gain. With that being said, I was guilty of doing it. That's why I can't stand it now.
what?
And I don't, girl, come on now. Now, oh, Lord. Because now I got to say it while my mama looking at me. While I see my mama looking at me. Now, normally, I say what I'm saying anyway, but I don't never see her looking at me when I'm finna say what I'm saying. But it's like this when you got people working for you, and I'm gonna put it that way to make it a little
Mhm.
easier for myself. When you
Okay.
got people working for you, you got to be able to. Now, when I say working for me, I mean not in the sense, the tense of, or in the sense of I have a legitimate job or a legitimate business in which people are exchanging their time for goods and services and things. That sounds hilarious, but I'm not talking about that. What I'm not talking about the people with the EIN. I'm not talking about the people that turn in a tax form at the W-9 or whatever at the end of the year. What I am talking about is when you have people selling a few things for you. When you employ those type of people, it's one of those things of what did you say to them to convince them to do something that not only goes against their own conscience, because a lot of
Mm,
people have to stay lifted, inebriated, under the influence in order to do certain things. On top of that, it's the thing of not only did they go against their own consciences, they went against
mm,
God, and but they feel obligated to do the thing that you're telling them to do, or you're convincing them to do, or you're
mhm,
manipulating them into doing. And so I think about that, like as much as I can't stand for people to be manipulative, like the
mhm.
folks that drop hints, oh, I really, I saw, uh-oh. I might step on some toes. Oh, I just, it was just something about that sweater. I just love it's just, oh, it's my favorite kind of sweater. And they looking at you like, I want you to buy it. But they ain't gonna tell you, hey, well, you got some coin. You feel like buying me a sweater. Instead of them just coming out and saying that, what tends to happen is
Mm,
they'll drop hints. They'll drop, little things to lure you into a contract of guilt, a contract
mm,
of, some kind of shame of some sort. And while the exchange could be pure, if you just, you have not because you ask not. If the person just had asked, you could have circumvented um the factors of manipulation. But because you weren't willing to go honestly and get that yes or get
mm,
that no, now you've started working in a way or talking in a way that causes you, number one, to be in trouble with God. Number two, um, to bring on that kind of stuff into your own life because you reap what you sow.
mm,
It does happen.
mm.
I know the street folks like say what goes around comes around, and then you
Yeah.
got the other folks that believe whatever they believe about karma. When you get through talking about it, it is just the thing that you did is going to happen again. You're going to
Mhm,
see it another time. And in some cases, even if you don't see it, if you got children, you be setting them up too. Because you're going to see it again. It just may be in a way that you can't control. And so I think about that as it pertains to um while I don't necessarily believe in people manipulating other people, I must take into consideration that they need forgiveness too.
mhm.
That they were just as guilty as I was, and I didn't want nobody running me over with no car. I
Hmm.
didn't want nobody, pulling at the pew pew because of what I decided to do, you know. And so I always have to take into consideration while I may not have the same issues that someone else has had, they still have issues because we have a human experience. And if you have not submitted yourself to do those things which are right, and even if you have in some areas, nobody is perfect. I
Mhm.
need to be able to extend the same grace to you that I would like to receive for myself.
Yes.
Whew, that was a lot of my business I put out there. Miss Didi said, and for many believers, we hide behind the word of God and take abuse. God
Mm,
never attend intended for his children to be abused by anyone. Period. Forgive and move on.
mm. I used to
Somebody said,
struggle with that.
what
Think
she
that you
said?
just have to take certain things, but that's so true. You don't.
Mm-hmm. Um, Oh, Alice, hey, so glad to see you. Whenever I see some folks from the spaces I had been accustomed to being in sometime before hanging around the Are You Locked In community, anytime I see them, you may hear a little excitement. Don't be jealous. I still rock with y'all. But I'm just saying, when I see them, I'm like, hey, I remembers you. Alice, blessed child of God. So glad that you decided to out with us for as long as you desire to. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Chapman. So glad to see you. Um, but yeah, it took us to tell it. And she's speaking to everybody. Alice is trying to get this through some of these Chapmans so I can get to the bottom before we go. Uh-oh. Be okay. So you said you were gonna tell your business, Tina, but it seems like you out here telling mine. I'm working on it. Oh, and I get it. I get it. I get it. Hey, it'd be a us in there somewhere. LOL, just ask me. 9 times out of 10, I would do it if you were honest and asked. But when you try to swing me, I feel it and you get nothing. I am from Philly. That hustle, I can spot it a mile away. Let me tell you something about the slow hustlers. The slow hustlers try to hustle the fast hustlers, you know. And I'm like, sweetie, you have not perfected your craft.
She told us sweet tea.
Yes, you have not. Most certainly have not. And I've been around the corner, a few times, or two or 12. At the end of the day, that stuff does not work. Even when the people feel like, they can use the church jargon too, because some of us know a couple of scriptures. Some of us have
Mm,
some discernment. Some of
mm.
us know God. And I still got to forgive you.
Oh, can't even get my fan open.
Denise said, my cheeks are hurt. Tina's truth talking to me. Wake up, Janice. Oh, okay. Crystal said, off the subject, there I had three dudes from Philly in my life last night. It was such a vibe. Y'all, we had fun. We most certainly had fun last night over there at um Crystal's chat. Corey, so glad to see you.
Oh,
Greetings
thank
and
you, baby.
salutations. Welcome to the Chapman. So glad that you decided to hang out with us tonight. And we about to wrap this up in a few minutes. But I wanted to make sure that oh he got a good question. Fantastic, forgive. But that move on part gets me. Move on how? Because
Mm,
for me to believe when I forgive and don't have a different opinion about anything, meaning I'll still help that person.
mm,
Um, as I help that person will not feel any malicious actions because I forgave. Um, yes, use your powers for good. I will. That's where I am now. That's where I am now. Now, back in the day, hey, they needed to be careful. But not now. Calamity Jane, so glad to see you. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the chat. Let's I can tell you this. We're about to get out here in a few minutes, but if you don't mind, be kind and rewind. We appreciate that. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to these Chapmans. One thing I can say about what Andrew said about is how there
mhm,
are some spaces where you do have the opportunity to make amends and move forward with that person. You must be able to discern. And I say this because sometimes you will know because there will be an uneasiness as it pertains to continuing to deal with that person. If you got a clear conscience about it, you can still deal with that person. Okay, fine. He ain't convicting you about that. He's not telling you, move around before you start moving furniture.
hmm,
But it's different for those whom continue with the contention. Continue with the malpractice. Continue with misinformation. If like for instance, you can't rely on someone who
what?
I'm trying to find my words, so I don't just be out here saying some of everything. Um, if you know that you're used to traveling
Hmm.
and you're trying to get to a space, and this person tells you, "Oh, I know how to get there." Okay, cool. But then when you follow their instruction, they had you way out somewhere, ain't got nothing to do with where you was headed. You supposed to be going 2 miles down the road and you end up 20 miles the opposite direction, burning all kind of gas and everything, having you late to where you supposed to be. You might want to reconsider how you deal with it. That don't mean you don't pick them up again. But it may be a thing of, okay, I know they're not a reliable source. I get that. On the other hand, if you know that the person that's trying to offer you something in every way is to get you off your square, to keep you
Mm,
from doing the thing that you're trying to do, to come against you in a way that you end up suffering loss, it may be time to part ways. And so when you say the how, I think the how is wrapped up in the discernment. Have you First of all, did God tell you to hang with that person in the first place?
mm.
Because a lot of times
Wait a
we don't see.
minute. Like
Hey,
praying and asking the Lord,
yes,
like praying about your friends, like, Lord, should I be hanging with this person?
yes.
Okay, keep going. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to park it like that, baby. For woo, woo. Do you
Yeah,
pray
because people
about your
don't.
friends?
What?
Mm.
Okay, we like to quote the scripture.
Mm-hmm.
In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct our paths. Until, oh, that's my friend.
Mm.
Until, oh, she fine. Or, oh, he fine. Until, oh, they got money. They can take care of me. I'm finna get this Birkin
Ooh.
bag. I'm finna get this Hermes watch. I'm about to get, my red bottoms. You see what I'm saying? I'm about to
Mm-mm.
have an opportunity of the lifetime. Did you ask God, is that your opportunity?
Ooh. You
Is
know
that
what?
your open? Is that the door he opened for you, or you tried to pry it open yourself?
Done.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Y'all, why I be asking all this stuff? Yikes!
Be okay, Sahel. Whatever you do, don't do nothing to Tina because you're going to wind up in 6 or 7,000 prayers and referenced in 3 or 4 episodes at least.
Got me, cause baby, I wish I knew like a verse by heart, the quote, but isn't it something about the prayers of the righteous?
hmm What the effectual fervent prayer of the righteous man avail of much? Is that
Mm,
what you're asking?
yo, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Tina. Yes, Tina be on point.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know. I know a couple of scriptures.
You was right.
LOL, no. Hey, know a few scriptures. Yeah, yeah. hmm Yeah, Andrew, that is a good point. Not every person has to get cut off, but some people do because there is continued injury and abuse. Absolutely. And seek the Lord. Because I'm not talking to nobody that ain't your thing. I'm not talking to you. If it don't apply, you know, move on. They ain't got nothing to do with you. But for those who talk to God, pray to God, know Jesus,
Mm-hmm.
anything about the Holy Spirit, anything of that nature, if you are a Bible believing
Mm-hmm.
Christian, or whatever you want to call yourself, because it's a lot of, I ain't going into all that. But what I'm saying is, if you believe the word and you are praying to God about things in general, a lot of times, if you just take a moment to see, is this person the right person for me to be connected to? Because it may not be right now that they're doing anything to you. It could be something in the future that's coming. Do I need to be connected to them right now? I ain't talking about because everything's smooth. I'm talking about, do I need to continue to build this rapport, knowing that
Mm.
it's going to be hard to get rid of them down the street?
Oh
Because
wow.
not all the time does he instruct you to get rid of a person after they've done something to you. The
Mhm.
warning comes before the destruction. Yeah, he a present help in the time of trouble, but the warning comes before the destruction. So if the warning is coming before the destruction, what is it that you're doing that you have not sought him about that is leading up to something, but because you haven't sought him, you think everything is cool? And I ain't gonna sit here, hold on, wait a minute, let me put some truth in it. I do not seek God about everything all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I need reminders that he remind me, but allow me to go through stuff. That's why I can
Mm-hmm.
speak to this because
Mm-hmm.
I learned the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't seek him, when you don't acknowledge him in all your ways, you find yourself in situations that could have been avoided if you had cut them off at the pass. Not because they're a bad person, not because y'all about to get to fight. Ain't no got to be no fisticuffs. It's just that they're not called to the season that you're in. Okay, I'm through.
Ooh. Why? Nobody said stop. Wait.
You can still have true forgiveness and move on. And many times it's best that you part ways. How many times will you allow a thief in your home or an abuser in your life? How many? Yeah, because we
So,
we know how to make a demarcation if somebody didn't touch your kids.
mm, mm,
What is it that God is trying to get you to protect that you won't because everything cool? Does it have to happen again for you to understand? You know? And I'm not saying treat everybody, with a long handle spoon just because they did something to you. I'm not saying that. My thing is see God. And when something happens, still have the heart to forgive and get the wisdom on how to operate as it pertains to them. Because in forgiveness, you do not have to hang with them. In forgiveness, you do not have to continue to allow them into your intimate spaces. With
mhm,
forgiveness, you do not have to continue to put yourself in the line of fire. You're just forgiving. You're making sure that your heart is pure as it pertains to how you deal with them going forward. But there must be boundaries put in place. If the last time you left the door unlocked and somebody went in there and took your stuff, do you keep leaving the door unlocked? No, you lock it.
right.
I don't know why they keep coming in here and taking my dress. Cause you left it open. I don't know why they keep coming in here and taking my tools. Cause you won't lock the toolbox.
Mm. So now it's a consequence
Yes.
of you
The
not doing something.
way you all can roll out scriptures like some people roll out dice. I tell you what. don't make
Okay.
don't pay me no mind.
Isn't it inspiring, guys?
But it's what's behind the moving on because you could be there to help that person instead of just kicking them out of your surroundings. And I believe in helping people. Yes. And I believe in forgiving people and being able to move forward and continuing to help them. But if you
Mm,
stole my car, I'm not leaving my keys on the counter the next time you come over. That don't mean I don't never give you a ride again. I just got to move differently.
yeah.
Now, on the other hand, if last time you stole my car and then this time you stole my TV, you might can't come to my house no more. Because at this
Mm,
point now, I'm putting myself in a position that is going to garner a response because of what I won't protect. Now, you done laid somebody out all because, you forgave them 13 times and on time 14, it didn't went down.
mm.
Michael, so glad that you came in. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Chapmans. We're about to wrap up within the next minute or so, but we're glad that you're here. If you don't mind, be kind and rewind. Appreciate you much. Um, Nowadays I'm only around people that God allows me to be. That's it.
Mm.
That is the key right there. That is what I was saying. Nowadays I'm only around people that God allows me to be. I say that in all honesty. If my body feels any negative energy and my soul reacts, I know they aren't capable of consuming the oxygen I breathe. Yep, whatever the way the Lord, whatever way the Lord give it to you to get from around somebody, you just do that, and it don't matter that somebody else don't get the same message that you receive, long as you receive the message
Oh
and govern
yeah.
yourself accordingly. I'm going
Mm.
through that now. I don't want to leave, but I have to. I can't be
Mm.
anchored to this season when God is pulling me to the next.
Ooh.
Hey,
Mm.
come on and tell them now. Some people are only meant to be there for a season,
Y'all know I struggle with that.
but you got to find out what season you in.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
What are you sticking to? Say stick. Salute. Stick to it. So glad that you made it to these here Chatmans. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Chatmans. We're heading out now. Uh, so if you desire to, we've had a good conversation so far about forgiveness. Um, this has been amazing discussion. Thanks everyone. Thank you, Miss Dee Dee. Lot could not go with Abraham. Jacob and Esau had to be separated. If Paul and Silas stay together, half of Asia does not get the gospel. What are you staying tethered to? Oh, Lafita, hey. So glad that you were able to
Hey.
come in. Glad to see you. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Chatmans. This is somebody that know you personally. Agree to Disagree podcast. Oh, I'm familiar with them.
Oh yeah, what's up, fam? She's somebody. This somebody know you personally when she see that
I know, right? Oh, yes. Greetings and
niece.
salutations. Welcome to the Chatmans. And if you don't mind, be kind and rewind. Um, no, absolutely not, Miss T. I understand that we all have common sense and knowledge to let someone go, especially when someone is intrinsically evil.
mm.
Yes, indeed. Hey, I
Oh, that's your
don't
sister.
want to, huh?
That's your sister.
No,
Oh.
not, no. I mean, I ain't trying to say it. First of all,
No,
I'm
no,
not saying it
y'all.
like
No,
that.
we're not trying to be offensive.
No,
Tina
I'm not trying to
has,
be offensive at all. No, I
yeah,
got
no,
sisters, but
Tina, yeah, I
no,
haven't met them yet, guys. That's why I thought it was one of her sisters. That's why I was going to say,
no,
hey.
no. It would be a completely different. First of all, I don't even know them on this particular platform. So if they did show up, I wouldn't know it.
Okay,
With the
okay.
exception of one of my sisters, but the other one I wouldn't know. But Sheik, I think maybe that might be how you pronounce your name. You had to spell it phonetically for me, but I'm glad that you made it to the Chapmans. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Chapmans. We're on our way out the door. I'm just trying to make sure that I get to the end of these Chapmans. La la. I don't remember speaking to you, but I'm glad that you were able to stop in, come hang with us these low few minutes. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to these here Chapmans. Um, I believe my confusion is God redirected me for my peace. I really thought I was being forgetful. Nope. My God is big.
Oh,
And that's why I just said a minute ago. It's a lot of people that um have their own mindset or how God moves. When I'm like, it ain't no there is not a cookie cutter way that God will speak to a person. If I
wow.
got a personal relationship with an individual, there are going to be cues that we are going to know because we're in that intimate space.
Mm,
When they can say something without saying something, and I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna know your body language. I'm
mm-hmm,
gonna understand some things. And then I'm like, if I see something, if I know this from prison, if things start moving around real weird, like I'm on high alert.
mm-hmm,
If it's too quiet, if it's too noisy, I'm paying attention. Well, it's like that too spiritually. If things are going on
mm,
in my life and then all of a sudden I have a hard shift or it gets real quiet, okay, where are you, God, in this? You trying to get my attention about something? What am I missing in this moment that I need to be paying attention to? You know, come on. Exactly, Miss Danielle. When God opens the door, we realize why they weren't capable of consuming the oxygen. I've learned to let people be who they are, for my journey is different. Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, as always, this was an eye-opening show. I leave with something and I love that. I appreciate that. I'm so glad.
oh,
Lala said I was juicing. Yeah, she be having the good water.
okay. I got my juice, y'all. So happy. About to use my juicer.
Oh, my soul is tired. I have been challenged, convicted, and comforted all at the same time. Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
To God
Thank
be the
you
glory,
so much.
yes. Mm.
Um, but yeah, as we leave, do you have any Joe? I see you. Thank you for popping in on us as we are wrapping up in literally immediately. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Chapmans. If you would be so kind and rewind. Joe Nathan. But any closing remarks, Anthony's, while we get out of here?
Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank you for letting me say ouch out loud, y'all, until we forgive again. Cause it's gonna be soon. We always gonna have to forgive. Remember, it's a moment by moment thing, y'all. But thank y'all so much. That's all I got though.
What I can say to you all is this. Um, somebody said JR is in the building, sir, and I'm on my way out the door. But I still want to say greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Chapmans. And if you so choose to be kind and rewind, you might get something out of it. Thank you for hanging out with us these low few minutes as I wrap things up in the immediately. I want to encourage you all to take a moment to consider, where's your forgiveness? Where is your forgiveness? Have you learned to come to a place where you started considering your own ways and the fact that you're holding things over other people's heads, but you want everybody to forgive you? Have you considered the fact that some people need grace because God has not dealt with them in the area that you've been offended in? Just like God has not dealt with you as it pertains to all the things that you do wrong towards Him and towards other people. I most certainly, um, that's funny. I most certainly want to encourage you all to take a moment to reconsider moving forward in the realms of forgiving again. Because we can get mad about things all over again. Something triggers us, reminds us of what happened to us, reminds us of a season that is no longer here. But while we have been discussing about having safe spaces, protecting our peace, while we have talked about parting ways, giving people their 50 feet and them giving you your 50 feet so they can have 100, so you both can enjoy 100 feet apiece. But with that, while you are one from another, can you say that you're genuinely forgiven? Can you say that you're doing what is necessary so other people can start their forgiveness journey as it pertains to you? Kitty K said, tell them I'll definitely preaching because she has been wrapping up just like a Baptist preacher for the last 40 minutes. With that being said, thank y'all for coming out. And as always, God bless you and good night. Bye.
Bye.